What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on Justice League Origin. Guys, this is part 4. We pretty much seen the team finally come together, really. Like last issue, we saw Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman all in the same place by the end of the issue, and Cyborg's origin has finally come to its end. So in this issue, all of them will come together, and the arrival of Darkseid will finally come. Guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up, YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on my next Justice League Origin video. This whole story is really ramping up now. Like, the first half was good. It was really the art that was driving it, though. Like, Jim Lee's art is amazing. Like, I'll keep, like, telling you guys that every video. But his art's really good, and that's really the thing that's been pushing this series. But still, after this part, when we get Darkseid to play, it gets really good. But yeah, guys, enough this intro. Let's get to Justice League Origin, part 4. So guys, heading into this, we just saw like Aquaman. He showed up out of nowhere, took down this parademon, and now it's like, hey, I'll be the leader of the Justice League. But before diving like more into the story, we got this dope cover for issue number 4. We have Aquaman. He's on top of Green Lantern, and it looks really cool. You see Batman on the floor. You see the ocean coming up. And guys, I'll say like Geoff is probably one of the best writers for Aquaman. Like Aquaman's series in the New 52 was really good most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time it was really well done by Geoff, and he just writes them really well. Because usually Aquaman is like perceived as a joke up to this point. But after the New 52, Aquaman is not perceived as a joke ever again. Like, he's been made as actually a good superhero that people respect and comic fans respect too. But guys, we continue, and it actually starts out now with Aquaman. We see Cyborg, and it's in Detroit. He's pretty much going insane. You see him like lighting up from all the nail tech, and you see Sarah, the pretty much intern by Silas. She's like, you have to do something. He's in pain, and Silas is like, I know that, but I don't know how to pretty much change him. It'll pretty much go into him, all the nail tech, and he'll transform into something. And Sarah's like, oh, monsters are coming, we have to get out of here. And Victor's like, Dad, I can't see my legs, my hands, I can't feel them. He's like, what happened to him? He looks at his hands, it's robotic. He looks at his other hand, it's robotic too. He just notices that he's pretty much full robotic now, he's full cyborg. And he's looking around. It's actually a pretty cool page where you see all these different system updates, and Silas is like, don't fight the programming, so I put on auto so it'll pretty much take care of itself because you can't pretty much control it yet. And you see all his parademons come out the door right behind Sarah, and it's pretty cool. You see them all attack Cyborg, but Cyborg pretty much starts to pretty much make a canyon. He doesn't make it, he can't control his nail tech yet, but the nail tech itself makes like a cannon out of his hand, and it blasts all these parademons, like takes these parademons down with this dope image. And you see him like, he's like, my hands, and Sarah's like, oh god. And you see Cyborg's like, my face, what's happening? He's like, I can't hear my ears are buzzing. And he's like, Dad, what's wrong with me? What'd you do to me? And Silas is like, you're my son, Victor. I saved you. He's like, you were going to die. And Silas is like, you did this to me. Why did you do this to me? And then he leaves. He jumps out of the wall, away from his father. And pretty much Silas is like, Victor, wait. Victor, please, come back. He's pretty much, he saved his son, but now his son doesn't want to be with him. So we continue, and we pick up in Metropolis where Aquaman showed up with the Justice League. And Superman's like, who are you? And Batman's like, they call him Aquaman. Green Lantern's like, Aquaman? I thought he was just like a sketch of Conan O'Brien. He's pretty much saying that Aquaman's a joke. And we see Flash, he's like, well, you didn't think Batman was real, Green Lantern, so it's not a surprise that Aquaman is too. And we see Aquaman's lead, he's like, okay, these creatures have sprung up. He's like, we need a team leader. He's like, I can be team leader. Looks like none of you can be. And Batman's like, well, I guess you weren't looking at me. And it shows that Batman's like, no, you're not going to be team leader, I'll be team leader. And we see Green Lantern, he's like, I got some experience of leadership. I've been with the Green Lantern Corps. What can you do that none of us can do? We don't need you on our team. He's like, and Aquaman's like, well, I'm the king of Atlantis. And Green Lantern's just like, well, I'm the mayor of Emerald City. And we see Aquaman's like, we need bait, we need something to pretty much pull the parademons out so we take them down. And he looks at Green Lantern, and Green Lantern's like, why are you looking at me? He's like, well, you're bright. If you go shine in the middle of this ocean, all the parademons will go after you, then we can take them down. And Green Lantern's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not listening to you. And Flash's like, come on, listen to him. This is the end of the world. Green Lantern's like, you're taking his side, Flash? And come on, don't be so dramatic. It's not the end of the world. And Green Lantern's like, okay, wait a second. Superman can hit, pretty much hit parademons with a bus, like a baseball bat. I can make constructs. Batman, I don't know about him, but he's pretty much been helping us out in like playing stuff. Flash is fast. Wonder Woman's pretty much like a brave warrior. What can you do, Aquaman? And we see the parademons all show up. And you see Aquaman use his telekinesis. He pretty much senses a shark, and out of the water, a big shark comes out. A great white shark comes out of the water and eats all these parademons alive. You see Aquaman just ready to go. He's like, "Yep, I got you." And we see Aquaman he hits the parademons right by the side of the shin. And you see Aquaman then stab the parademon right in the head. It's a big splash page, which is really dope right there. And you see Aquaman then take down, it's like a big action sequence. He takes down the parademons, and Green Lantern's like, "Oh, okay, never mind. You're allowed to be on the team." He's like, "You actually are a badass." And you see Flash is like, "You really just talked to sharks?" And Aquaman's like, "Yeah, they were hungry, so I gave them food." And Flash's like, "Alright, we're gonna need more of that. We're gonna need more sharks to take down these parademons." And that's when pretty much the helicopters show up of the military, and they're pretty much ready to take down all these heroes. And Steve Trevor's like, "Don't take down Wonder Woman. She's not evil. She's not like that in the military. Like, she gets stand bullets. She won't die, but we have to take them down by military orders." And you see all of them pretty much getting shot at. Green Lantern's trying to dodge. You see Wonder Woman's trying to dodge with her sword. And then we shift to Cyborg. He's running through the city. This one girl's in trouble by a parademon. Cyborg takes that whole parademon down with like a blast. Looks really cool. And then what you see Cyborg just running through. He's taking out all these parademons. Really badass. And then he starts to have headaches. It's all this Apocalypse tech. Like, the thing that he's made out of, all the nanotech and stuff, is from Apocalypse. So all these parademons showing up, it's making him go crazy. And he pretty much blasts all these parademons back with all his anger. And then we see Superman, Flash, they're all getting like shot by the military. We go back to that, and Superman goes to take down these helicopters, and Flash's like, "Man, I had a good relationship with the military before, but now we're ruining that, but screw it, it's the end of the world, I gotta save it." So they run up, they take him down, and that's when we get to a funny scene. We see Green Lantern say, "Oh, I want to impress Batman." He starts saying these like weird things, like out of the left field things, and Batman's like, "What?" And Green Lantern turns out he is grabbing Wonder Woman's lasso of truth, and Batman just starts laughing. Green Lantern's like, "Don't laugh, Batman, I was telling the truth." And then you see out of this portal, pretty much Cyborg comes through, and you see Green Lantern then like hit Cyborg back like a construct, and Aquaman and Batman are like, "No, this isn't a parademon, this is a kid with armor." And Cyborg's like, "They go world to world, he's coming right here." And Batman's like, "Who's coming?" And you see all the military get defeated by Superman. Superman's like, "Okay, we got it, we're good." But then out of the portal comes Darkseid. Guys, got this dope image right here, it looks really cool. You see Darkseid come out. He looks really cool. One of the best images of Darkseid drawn by Jim Lee. And Green Lantern's like, "I'm guessing that's the bad guy." And Batman's like, "Good guess." And Darkseid looks cool. Like the boom still looks cool. It's a big image. And then you should know dope page spread. All the Justice League getting like sprung up and hit to different walls. Like they're being beat already. And then we see Darkseid. He grits his teeth. He's like, "I am Darkseid." And that's when we end the issue. Darkseid has arrived. He's about to fight the Justice League. It's about to get really good. So stay tuned for the next issue. We got some explain part of this video out of the way. Let's get to my review of Justice League Origin, Part 4. So guys, this issue is a very quick read. Like honestly, what we saw was all the Justice League finally come together by the end, and then Darkseid shows up. That's it. But I really like the Cyborg stuff. Like there wasn't a lot of emotional way, but that one scene where Cyborg's like, "Come back, son." It was a really emotional scene. It was really well done. And then again, Aquaman was badass. Like they really showed that Aquaman's not a joke. He had an awesome scene. Green Lantern had great banter with everybody in the Justice League, especially that Batman scene when he was saying, "Oh, I want to impress you," which he didn't want to say that, but the lasso of truth made him say that, and Batman just starts laughing. That was good. Wonder Woman has some great scenes. The whole thing with her and Steve Trevor. Superman had more great scenes. Like Superman, it's not like his talking scenes are great. It's more just seeing him just use all his power to take down all his parademons in different ways. Like using a bus to hit the parademons like a baseball bat, or just lifting the parademons up and throwing them into ocean. It's just really cool. And the Cyborg showing up and having all these visions of Apocalypse really makes Darkseid seem like a big villain. And guys, his arrival was dope. Like that big page of him showing up, Jim Lee drawing it, of him and Green Lantern and Batman, like, okay, that's the big villain, was really cool. And by the end of the issue, when he says, "I am Darkseid," like that's a cool image, guys. Like you gotta admit, that's cool. It really gets you hyped for the next issue, but still, it's a very quick read. Like those last like 5 pages, you can really read those in like seconds. Like that's how quick it was. But still, a great issue. Again, really, Jim Lee is selling this comic. Like he's really driving the story. Like Geoff Johns' writing's good. Like the banter between the characters is great. But the real like person who's like really driving the story and making the story great is Jim Lee. Like if you got a bad artist on this book, this story would be terrible. But since you got Jim Lee on it, it makes the story really great. But yeah guys, overall I'm gonna give this issue an 8 out of 10. Once again, it's a solid issue. Nothing really groundbreaking. Like the only big thing in this issue is Darkseid's arrival, which was cool, but it doesn't make the issue amazing. It just makes it solid, and I do recommend it. If you guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up, new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and the notification bell so you miss out on the next Justice League Origin video. We got 2 more parts, guys. We finally got to the good part, Darkseid versus the Justice League. It's gonna be really cool, and you don't want to miss it. But yeah, guys, that's the video, and peace out.